toxic rust.
Guys, I cannot express how excited and happy I am at the news that Red Dead Redemption 2 is finally coming to PC. I never thought it would happen. I kind of had a bit of a feeling it might, but deep down I just thought, nah, it's not going to happen. But it is. And not only is it going to happen, but it's going to happen in a few weeks. I mean, you probably all heard the news now anyway. I'm late on this, simply because I've had a break this weekend because I was absolutely freaking wrecked. So I've just had a couple of days break, and I thought I'd put this out now for those that didn't know or those that want to know my opinion on it coming to PC. But I'm stoked, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know what the system requirements are for the game, so that you can decide whether you can actually play it on your system. We'll do that now, actually. Let's get that out of the way now. So the minimum requirements that are predicted, these are predicted, these aren't official, but these are predicted, is Windows 7, an Intel Core i5 3.4 gig or an AMD FX 6350, an R9 285 2 gig or a GeForce GTX 960 with 2 gig of RAM on it. You'll need a minimum of 8 on your system memory and 100 gig hard drive storage, and it has to be DirectX 11 compatible graphics card as well. That sounds quite low, having played the game on Xbox One. I think a lot's going to depend on how much of the graphical options you can tweak on the actual game. Now, the recommended requirements are Windows 10 64-bit, an i7 6-core 3.2 or an AMD Ryzen 5 2600, and then we're looking at a RX Vega 64 Nano 8 gig or a GeForce GTX 1070. Both of them have to have 6 gigabytes of memory on it. You need 16 gig of system memory and your 100 gig hard drive. Now that sounds more like it for me. So I think if you've got that, you're in for a treat. Anything less than that, then you're going to be fiddling around with the options. But I pretty much am certain that the graphical options in the game will be vast. Rockstar, as much as I'm not a huge fan of Rockstar, because of the way they've monetized the shit out of GTA 5 and monetized the shit out of the pre-orders for Red Dead Redemption 2, and the fact that they've pretty much shunned the PC for fucking years, I know they are pretty much the best developers out there when it comes to games. So I'm expecting shit tons of options for the graphics. So I think most of you are going to be good to go with this game. Now I hope that this game is not just a straight port from console. I'll be so pissed off if that happens. They need to take, and I'm sure they have, taken into consideration that they are not working on a console, they're working on a PC. I want rid of the weapon wheel. I mean, why would you even want to use a weapon wheel on a PC? I mean, when we have a whole freaking keyboard. I mean, I can't believe people are going to want, and even though they are, people are going to want to use a controller. Yes, it's going to be fun with a controller, feather and the hammer with the triggers, but man, I just can't wait to play this with a keyboard and mouse. Because one of the big problems that I had with Red Dead Redemption 2 was the clunkiness of the controls. You had to go through a nightmare just to switch bloody weapons or administer first aid in the middle of a gunfight. I just want them bound to a key. I just want to switch weapons with a simple, quick tap of a key. I need that. I don't want to use a bloody weapon wheel. I'm sorry, I don't. But what I do want, I want someone to quickly design a mouse with a plastic revolver on the top of it, so that instead of pressing the left mouse button, we have some kind of trigger, and then a hammer as well on the top of the gun, so I can take me other hand off the keyboard, my left hand, and just feather that fucking hammer with it. That would be awesome. Imagine a mouse like that. Get on it, guys. So make it. So I'm hoping, my hope for Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PC is this: less clunky. I mean, keep the weapon wheel in for people who use a controller, fine. But as long as I don't have to use it as a mouse and keyboard player, then I don't care. You can keep everything in as it was on the actual console. But as long as I have the option to bind everything to the keyboard and mouse, then I'm happy. I'm going to tell you another reason why I'm really happy that the Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to the PC. For years now, I've been calling out lazy developers and publishers. Now, when I say lazy, I'm not talking about the guy who's on barely the minimum wage, who's working his arse off in 12-hour shifts just to feed these greedy bastards that's called his boss that design the fucking games. No, I've got no gripe with them. I feel sorry for them. My gripe is with the fuckers above them who call the shots, who decide how much of a game that they should sell for the base price and how much they should cut up and sell as DLCs and microtransactions. My gripe's with the people who say, oh, that'll do, you don't need to do all that, just that'll fucking do. That's who my gripe's with. Now, Rockstar, I don't think they have any of them people working for them. I think Rockstar sacked them all. You see, when Rockstar make a game, they kind of make the game. Red Dead Redemption 2 might have took 7 years to make or whatever, but the attention to detail in that, there was no that'll do. You can't find a single that'll do in Red Dead Redemption 2. Everything in the game is polished. Everything is just right. The world is just right. The monsters, what are you talking about? There's no fucking monster. The animals in the game are just right. Just the right numbers, just in the right places. Everything, even the little squeaks that they all make and the squeaks of the floorboards and everything is right in that game because they cared about making a great game, a great experience. Now compare that to Ubisoft's latest offering in Breakpoint that I reviewed the other day. When you look at how that'll do that whole fucking game is, we need something like Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PC just so we can show these other fucking developers what a real £60 game should fucking be. Because we don't really have many of them on the PC. We kind of don't get them. It's the console that gets the big games like God of War, you know. We don't get a lot of them on the PC. We just get the usual copy and pasted bullshits. It's FIFA 2020. Because there's no fucking excuse for not putting the attention to detail in your big AAA games when you're charging AAA fucking prices for it. And so I'm really happy that we're getting Red Dead Redemption 2 on that. Let's talk a little bit about the price and pre-orders and stuff like that. Now, I, you know what I'm like. I don't agree with pre-ordering. Even a game like this could be fucked up on the PC. I personally wouldn't pre-order this if I was you. If you're determined and you are absolutely gonna pre-order this regardless, well, you can help the channel out. In the link under this description on Green Man Gaming, you can pre-order the game from the 23rd of October on there. That's where I'll be buying it from, obviously, because there's no way I'll get a key off Rockstar. I've called them far too many names. But you can pre-order the game from there and you'll get pre-order goodies with that. But my advice is wait until you've seen a review on the PC. I mean, what if it ran like shit? What if it's an absolute port from hell? I don't think it will be, but yeah, it's 2019, guys. It's 2019. But anyway, if you do want to pre-order, you can wait till the 23rd and you can pre-order it on Green Man Gaming using the link in the description, and that'll help my channel considerably. It really does. I get a commission off that. If you don't want to do that, you can pre-order it from Rockstar and get probably more stuff. But I'm just saying, if you just wanted to, if you value this channel and you want to help it, then you can help me out with your pre-orders. But if you don't pre-order, then that's probably the wisest choice, and then you can still buy it from Green Man Gaming when it comes out. How's that? So there you go, guys. Red Dead is finally coming out on the PC. I will give it a full review when it comes out on the PC, talking about the graphical options, how well it runs, and I'll be testing it on a 1070 and a 2080. So roll on the 5th of November. Oh, November the 5th. The 5th of November. That's bonfire night in the UK. Is that when we're going to burn effigies of politicians on a... Guys, I don't think I'll be playing Red Dead on the 5th. I've got other plans. Yeah.